Hello, everybody. Today is pages 8 and 9 in the student book, which are pages 6 and 7 in the workbook. And like yesterday, we're still going to be using a lot of, but today we're going to talk about things that we can't count. So instead of a lot of and a few, when I have things I can't count, we use a little. So I could say, I have a lot of books. I have a little hair. Or I have a little pudding, okay? A lot of is for things I can count or can't count, but a little, meaning not many, is only for things that I can't count. Before we look at the patterns, let's remember what all of the vocabulary was.
A lot of pudding.
A little pudding.
A lot of fruit.
A little fruit.
A lot of lemonade.
A little lemonade.
A lot of pie.
A little pie.
Great. And now let's check out the patterns. The first one, we were asking about things that we can't count. So we were using these question and answer patterns down here in your student book. And it was, how much blah blah is there? And the answer would be, there is a lot of blah blah blah. Or there is a little blah blah blah. And remember that this question is only if we are talking about things we can't count. All right, let's practice that.
How much lemonade is there?
There is a lot of lemonade.
How much pudding is there?
There is a little pudding.
How much pie is there?
There is a little pie.
Okay, for the second part here, which is part C in your student books, we wanted to switch between counting things and not counting things. So if we're going to ask about something that we can count, like right here they had peaches. I can count peaches. 1 peach, 2 peaches, 3 peaches. Then we had to use the how many question. If we're going to ask about things I can't count, like they had yogurt as the example, then we're going to use the how much question. So for peaches, it would be, how many peaches are there? There are 3 peaches. For yogurt, it would be, how much yogurt is there? There is a lot of yogurt. And let's practice picking the right question and switching between those.
Which one is right? Which one is right? Which one is right?
Great. I think we're done and ready. Let's go start our workbooks. Okay, good afternoon or evening or whenever you're doing this. These are pages 6 and 7 and it's the Let's Learn More section. And part A just says match. So we can read the sentence and then draw a line to the right picture. And for this page, we were working with all things that I can't count, like pie, lemonade, popcorn, cheese. So we'll be using a lot of and a little. All right, let's start part A. Number 1, there is a little pudding. Okay, pudding, this is pie, lemonade or milk. And then popcorn, there's pudding right there. It says pudding. Draw a line down. Number 2, there is a lot of lemonade. This was lemonade. Number 3, there is a lot of cheese. There's the cheese. Yum, yum. Number 4, there is a little pie. Oh yeah, there is only 1 piece of pie left. Number 5, there is a lot of popcorn. Movie night. Number 6, there is a little water. Oh, okay, this was water. Well, that was easy. Part A is done. Okay, this is part B, and it just says look and write. So we're just going to look at the picture and then make a sentence with there is a little or there is a lot. All right, number 1, this boy is finishing his piece of pie and there is a tiny little sliver left. So we'll say there is a little. There is a little. Little. There is a little pie. And number 2, she is in front of this big bowl of fruit, lots of different kinds of fruit in there. So let's use a lot of. There is a lot of fruit. Okay, part B is done. All right, and this is part C. It says, write the questions and answers. And they have some words up here to help us as well. And this part is a little bit harder because we have some things on here that are no count words like fruit, and then some things on here that are count words like pretzels. So we have to be careful of whether we're going to use how many or how much, and if we're going to use a little or a few. We don't have to worry about a lot of because I can use a lot of with count or with no count. Yay! All right, let's start with number 1. How much fruit is there? There is a lot of fruit. Okay, I'm going to trace that. How much fruit, F-R-U-I-T, is there? Question mark. There is a lot of fruit, period. All right, number 2, these are pretzels and we can count them, so that's why they've used how many. How many pretzels, P-R-E-T-Z-E-L-S, is down here too, are there? There are a few pretzels. Okay, now let's write both of them for number 3. Okay, number 3, this looks like lemonade to me, and I can't count lemonade, so I should use how much. All right, how much lemonade is there? And then I'm going to say there is, because it's a no count word, and that is a lot of. That's a full picture. A lot of lemonade. Okay, number 4 is popcorn, I think. And popcorn is also something that is a no count word. It's too small. So we're going to use the same question again. So how much, because it's no count, popcorn is there? Okay, remember that these are the 2 things for no count. How much, and is. It's almost all gone, so we can say there is a little. There is a little popcorn. Okay, let's do the last 2. Number 5 and number 6. Okay, number 5, I think these are nuts, and nuts are a countable thing, so we're going to use how many. So how many nuts? And then when we have count words, we say are. How many nuts are there? Great. And yeah, 1, 2, 3. There are not many, so let's use a few. There are a few nuts. Okay, we're on to number 6, and these are potato chips. So we can count those too. Say how many potato chips are there? And I know we can count them, just in case you're curious, because it has an S here already. How many potato chips are there? There are a lot of potato chips. And we're all done. Wonderful job.